Hey, thanks for checking out my video from my parents' house. Obviously, we're in a different room today. I just woke up, so you can probably tell my voice is not with us today. My eyes just don't want to open right now. Also, as you can probably tell, we're really banking on the natural light today, so I have to kind of be careful with where I move. But we're just gonna work with it. I'm filming from my parents' place today because we're actually gonna go try on some wedding dresses for me. I thought it'd be fun to film the makeup look I'm gonna wear. But yeah, I'm really excited. Today's gonna be a chill day and let's get into it. The only things on my face right now are my Super Goop SPF moisturizer, and then I'm also wearing this Becca under eye corrector. So I'm just gonna get started with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It is gonna be a somewhat longer day. I am going to 2 places to try on dresses. Each one gives you like a 90-minute consultation. But we're gonna go for lunch in between because they're kind of spread out. So that's the plan for today. For my base, I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Hydromaniac foundation. Or sorry, it's a Tinted Glow Hydrator. It was so nice of this friend to join us today. That just great timing. For concealer, I'm using this one from Beauty Blender. It is the Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer. This one's pretty brightening, so I'm just gonna use it under the eyes a little bit. And then right here. God, I feel like I look like I haven't really slept that well, which is accurate. I'm gonna need a couple coffees today. Before I use any powders, I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. So I've decided to do just my parents and I for these appointments. I did obviously invite my maid of honor, but she's rather pregnant right now. She's not gonna be able to make it, but I might FaceTime her later on. But I don't know, I didn't really feel like I needed a whole group with me. I feel like I'm so indecisive and often just mildly anxious as a baseline. So I feel like more people would make it harder for me to make a decision. I didn't want too many opinions. So we're keeping it small. I feel like it feels a little special that way. It's a little bit more intimate and that's perfect for me. So I'm really excited. There's 2 styles of dresses that I've kind of gravitated to as I've searched online. I feel like they're so different. Like I feel like I'm really drawn to like classic, basic, very simple dresses. And the other style tends to be like a little more lacy, flowy, ethereal. So I feel like the styles are kind of different and I think I'm most nervous about like committing to one. I just don't want to regret the decision. I don't want to have any doubt. I'm going to be using the bronzer, blush, and highlight from this palette. This looks nasty, I'm so sorry. But I'll probably mix the bronzer and contour. I'll probably mix these 2 blushes as well. And then I might go in with this highlighter, but I did bring another one too. Yeah, there is one dress I saw a picture of online that like, there's something special about it and it really caught my eye. I got really excited. I couldn't really wait, so I called the place in advance to make sure they'd have it in store for my appointment. I wanted to make sure it was like relatively around my budget. So there is one that I'm like really eyeing and kind of thinking about, and I'll probably try it on first. But I do have like, I think 7 at one store that I already sent them that I want to try. The second store, I think I sent them like 20. So it's just kind of like whatever you have in store that's not double the budget, let me try that on. So I'm sure they can narrow it down based on that alone. But yeah, there's one in my mind right now. We'll see if it ends up being the one. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm sorry if you clicked on this video hoping for a bunch of pictures. I also feel like I need to move faster. I have like no concept of time right now. Oops. Might have been a little much. I'm just gonna use a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me under my eyes and around my nose because I'm gonna wear my glasses today because I wanna see what I'm spending a lot of money on. I was debating doing this video as like a trial of my wedding makeup because I'm gonna be doing my own makeup. But then I was feeling like that was gonna add an element of pressure. I just wanted this to be really chill. So I decided just to do kind of whatever today. Although I did bring two like basic neutral palettes, so I feel like it's gonna end up being a bridal type of look anyway. But this is not an official trial of the wedding makeup. And like, obviously not that I'm a professional, I'm nowhere near a makeup artist. Just the cost of everything wedding related, I can't do it. I didn't even bother like getting quotes for like having my makeup done because I was like, I have products that I know I like and I'm good enough at makeup that I feel like I'm happy with how I look most of the time, or at least sometimes. So it's just like, I really don't care that much. I feel like I do it well enough that it'll look nice in pictures. So I didn't bother getting quotes. I didn't even want to think about it. I'm not paying someone to do my makeup. Even though I'm sure they would do a better job, I like doing my makeup, so, I mean, clearly. So yeah, I'm gonna do my own. I probably will do a little bit of like a trial at some point though. I feel like that's probably a good idea instead of winging it on my wedding day. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more powder. I'm using the NYX High Glass and I'm just gonna use that kind of around the perimeters. I don't want a lot though. My skin's usually pretty dry, but I do just want to set the foundation. I feel like I have sparkles all over my face. And on the note of doing my own makeup for my wedding, hopefully I don't end up with sparkles all over my face. I did bring some tape. I might do a little bit of a liner detail. I'll probably use shadow for that though, because I want it to be just kind of a softer look. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna do my brows first and then we'll come back to do the eyes. All right, so my brows are done and my eyes are primed. I'm just using the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I think that's what I'm most nervous about for doing my own wedding makeup. I never have a consistent brow day. I feel like no brow day is created equal for me for some reason. So that's probably the biggest thing I'm nervous about, is making sure I have a good brow day. I feel like they look not bad today though. Like I'm pretty happy with the makeup look so far. For the eyes, this is the primary palette I'm gonna use. This is the Urban Decay Moondust Space Cowboy palette. This was the holiday release, I think a couple years ago. Clearly it's just very like kind of soft tones. It's more focused on the sparkles really. And then I might dip into the Urban Decay Naked Reloaded, just in case I need a couple shades to like deepen anything up, maybe for the wing. We'll see. I'm just gonna get started though. I'm gonna use this cream shade here just to set the top part of my crease here and make sure I get a really seamless blend. I'm not gonna use it on the lid though, because I don't really want to set the lid. I want it to be tacky. I'm hoping this also like brightens a little bit, but if not, I have a brighter shade in this palette. Maybe I should have just used this palette. Then I'm gonna use this kind of rosier pink shade in the crease. Oh, I guess these do have shade names. This one I think is called VIP Only. Also, since I don't have my usual setup, obviously, I can't really see what's going on in the screen, so hopefully I've been in frame the whole time. I'm sorry if I haven't. I do want to deepen this up a little bit. I don't really want to use that matte with sparkles in it for the crease because I feel like they're going to get everywhere. Although that's a really pretty tone. Yeah, maybe I actually will, because there's not really anything in the Naked Reloaded that I think I want to use for the crease. I guess I will just use this one. And this one is called No Sleep Club. Me. I'm just going to take a little bit and tap it off. Because again, I don't want those little specks of like glitter to fall out on my face. Although I feel like I have glitter all over my eye right now. And this is why I'm not doing a trial day for my wedding makeup. Not right now. Just want a light, little bit of extra definition. I I can definitely see little flecks of sparkle. It's fine though, no one's gonna notice. All right, I think I like where that is so far. I'm gonna add a little bit of tape to the corners so I can do a bit of a shadow wing detail. All right, they're even enough. I think to start, I'm gonna go back in with this shade again and I'm gonna pack it on a little bit more like thoroughly in the outer corner. And then I'll probably use a deep shade from here for the wing. I was debating using like a liquid liner, but I really want like kind of a soft, daintier wing, something a bit longer and like thinner. And I'm really not good at doing that with a liquid liner. So we're just gonna use the shadow. I feel like eyeshadows are, I mean, obviously they're so much more forgiving than a liquid liner. So I like doing that. I'm still gonna tap off, hopefully all the little specks of glitter in there. That looks really pretty. I don't even know if this look really needs a liner, but I had it in my brain that I wanted to do it, so we're doing it. I mean, it's gonna be soft regardless because the deepest shade I have with me right now is this one. So I'm gonna use this, and it's called Endgame. LOL, when I said eyeshadow was more forgiving. Did me dirty. That looks like shit. I'm just gonna kind of keep going and deal with it later. Oh, it's fine. I might have just gone overboard on this side too, but I would rather go overboard with a shadow wing than a liquid liner. Again, real happy I didn't do a trial day for like my wedding makeup. I would have been pissed. One side's much bigger than the other. Apparently I'm not good at like a thin dainty wing in any capacity. I think it looks cute though, I like this. All right, let's do some shimmer. I'm gonna leave the tape on for now just in case I wanna re-intensify the wing. For shimmer, I think I'll actually use this pinky one and then I'll probably top over with the center one. The center shade is called Space Cowboy Rides Again. It's really extra for a name. And then this one I think is A-List Energy. So I'm gonna start with A-List Energy. I'm not gonna be super precise. All right, and now I'm gonna top over it with that center shade. Yeah, I might top over the whole thing. Hopefully it's not too much. I think I'm gonna get carried away with this actually and just really put it everywhere. Just wanna be like a sparkly bitch today. That was probably overdoing it, but I feel like it looks cute. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Endgame, just to re-intensify the wing down here. I feel like I really did not nail the soft wing effect. I feel like it's a bit of a statement. Tape is coming off, as did all the makeup underneath. Oops. I'm just gonna go back in with my blush brush. I'm using Endgame on the lower lash line. And I'm gonna blend it out with this pink matte here. So I did bring a lash. I don't know if that's gonna be the vibe today though. We'll see if I even have time. For the inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade Bribe from the Reloaded palette, just because it's a bit brighter than the other cream shade in this palette. And let's try to look less tired for this appointment. I'm gonna do a little bit on my brow bone too. All right, I think that's gonna be mostly the look. I'm gonna put something in my waterline if I brought something. And then I'll kind of decide if I want to do the lash, but either way, I'll be back in a second to show you the final look. All right, so this is gonna be the finished look. So I opted to skip the lash, mostly just because I had poor time management, and we have to go in like 5 minutes. So we didn't do the lash. I didn't really care though, like I didn't need the lash today. For the lip combo though, I obviously had to go in with Wherever Walnut from Makeup Forever. I feel like this is the classic. And then I topped over with this gloss from Unearthly, and it's in the shade Sweetness. I might bring this pinky one from Pat McGrath with me too, just because the one from Unearthly has like kind of cool toned specks of shimmer in it, whereas like the Pat McGrath one looks like it has like little gold specks in it. So I'll probably just kind of play around with these two today. But yeah, this is the finished look. I curled 2 sections of my hair because that's what lazy girls do. So we're ready to go. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up the video there before I'm late for my own wedding dress try on. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for spending your time watching it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!